On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Pose.
To present a risk, problem, or other issues that must be addressed.
Examples:
Pose a significant threat to my company. Pose a challenge. The chemicals pose a massive health risk.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
Carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Tomography.
A diagnostic imaging technique used to produce detailed images of structures inside the body, typically by using X-rays, CT scans, or ultrasound.
Examples:
Acoustic tomography. Tomography image. The tomography scan showed a clear image of the patient's internal organs.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
X-ray.
A type of electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength shorter than visible light, allowing hidden objects such as bones and organs inside the body to be photographed.
Examples:
X-ray scan. An X-ray of arteries. The doctor ordered an X-ray to see if there was any damage to the bones.
Beam.
A long, sturdy piece of timber, metal, or other material used to support a structure or span a distance, a ray or stream of light emitted by a source.
Examples:
Beam of light. A structural beam of a building. The sun's beam shone through the window and illuminated the room.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
improvisation on stage, jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
scan the face of a man, scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Liberty.
The state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
Examples:
personal liberty, liberty as a right. The founding fathers fought for the liberty of the American people.
Clarity.
The quality of being coherent and understandable, the quality of transparency or purity.
Examples:
lack of clarity, sake of clarity. The publisher will proofread most of this manuscript for clarity.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Slice.
A flat, often thin, piece of bread, meat, cheese, etc., that has been cut from a larger piece, a wound made by cutting.
Examples:
a slice of the company's revenue. Slice a tomato thin. The children complained because one slice of cake was slightly larger than the other.
Correspond.
To match or be similar to something else almost exactly, to exchange messages.
Examples:
correspond to a standard. Correspond with a foreign student. The numbers on the sign correspond to points on the map.
Byte.
A unit of digital information that consists of 8 bits, typically used to represent a single character of text or a small amount of computer code.
Examples:
byte code. Byte array. The computer hard drive had plenty of storage space, but was running low on available bytes.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Dynamics.
The branch of mechanics that deals with the motion of bodies under the action of forces, including the particular case in which a body remains at rest, forces that produce or stimulate movement, growth, or change.
Examples:
Dynamics of group. Dynamics of economy. The relationship dynamics between the two countries were complex and constantly changing.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Radiology.
The branch of medicine that uses medical imaging technologies such as X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, and ultrasound to diagnose and treat diseases and injuries.
Examples:
Interventional radiology. Diagnostic radiology. The patient underwent a radiology scan to diagnose their medical condition.
Intelligent.
Having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree.
Examples:
An intelligent person. Intelligent assisting system. Intelligent robots that can cooperate with humans have limited motor output for safety.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Transparent.
Easy to perceive, detect, or understand, of a material or article, permitting light to pass through freely.
Examples:
A transparent lie. Transparent crystal. The focus of these initiatives is to make the financial system more transparent.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Liver.
A large organ in the body, involved in many metabolic processes, such as detoxification of the organism and the synthesis of proteins.
Examples:
Liver disease. Fatty liver. The patient will undergo liver transplant surgery tomorrow.
Tumor.
A mass of diseased tissue that forms when cells in the body divide and grow in an uncontrolled way.
Examples:
Tumor growth. Tumor at remote sites. The patient was diagnosed with a tumor in her lung.
Blast.
Explosion, or a strong current of air, usually caused by an explosion, a sudden, thunderous noise.
Examples:
A blast of wind. An icy blast. The blast shattered the laboratory equipment.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Graphics.
Images, designs, or drawings used in websites, books, magazines, etc.
Examples:
Computer graphics. Graphics engine. My dream is to become a great graphics designer like her.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Cabinet.
A piece of furniture with doors, shelves, and drawers used for storage or display. A small group of senior members of a government who act as official advisors for the president or prime minister.
Examples:
Member of the cabinet. The cabinet above the sink. The Prime Minister decided to reshuffle his cabinet to regain support.
Storage.
The act or process of putting in and keeping something in a particular place for use in the future, an electronic memory device that can store information.
Examples:
A storage battery. Storage at low temperature. We store customer data in cloud storage.
Smartphone.
A mobile phone that functions as a computer and connects to the internet.
Examples:
Smartphone app developer. Smartphone addict. Internet traffic volumes have increased significantly with the advent of smartphones.
Vendor.
A person or company that sells goods or services.
Examples:
Street vendor. Food vendor. The vendor at the market sold the freshest produce I have ever tasted.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Buck.
A male deer, a unit of currency, especially the US dollar. A sudden jolt or movement. A young man, verb, to resist or oppose something, such as an authority, trend, or convention.
Examples:
Buck the trend. Extra buck. I spotted a majestic buck with large antlers standing at the forest's edge.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Nifty.
Attractive and stylish, clever and ingenious, neat and handy.
Examples:
Nifty gadget. Nifty idea. The car has a nifty feature that alerts you when you're about to veer off the road.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
the RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Compress.
To press or squeeze together to make something take up less space.
Examples:
compress the chest. Compress gas. She compressed the files into a single zip archive to save space on her computer.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
the structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples:
scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Artifact.
A person-made object, especially one of historical or cultural interest.
Examples:
Paleolithic artifacts. Peruvian artifacts. The museum has a vast collection of Greek artifacts.
Interactive.
Acting reciprocally, mutually responsive.
Examples:
interactive experience. An interactive device. The new video game has an interactive storyline that allows players to make choices that affect the game's outcome.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Stent.
A small tube or wire mesh device that is used to keep an artery or other body opening open after surgery or other medical procedures.
Examples:
cardiac stent. Remove a stent. The doctor inserted a stent into the patient's artery to keep it open.
Clamp.
To fasten or secure something tightly, often using a tool or device called a clamp, to restrict something or someone's freedom or movement. Noun, a device used to secure, fasten, or hold objects together, a mass or group of things that are held or gathered tightly together.
Examples:
Clamp down on extremism. Clamp coupling. He used a wrench to clamp down the pipes tightly.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Visible.
Capable of being seen or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Skull.
A bone framework that surrounds the brain and gives the head its shape.
Examples:
Skull fracture. Have a thick skull. Archaeologists found a Neanderthal skull at that historic site.
Resolution.
A firm decision or determination to do or not do something. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or conflict. The quality of being resolved or determined. The clarity and sharpness of an image or display.
Examples:
Resolution of a conflict. Display resolution. He made a New Year's resolution to exercise more and eat healthier.
Squeeze.
To apply pressure from two or more sides, to hold someone or something tightly in your arms, usually with fondness.
Examples:
Squeeze a lemon. Squeeze a confession. She squeezed the toothpaste tube from the middle to get the last bit out.
Traction.
The action or ability to pull something along a surface without sliding.
Examples:
Increase traction on ice. Electronic traction. His leg was in traction for weeks after the accident.
Virtual.
Being actually such in almost every respect, existing in essence or effect, though not an actual fact.
Examples:
A virtual image. Trading of virtual currencies. She is the virtual president of the company.
Autopsy.
A medical examination performed on a dead body to determine the cause of death or identify any underlying medical conditions or injuries, a post-mortem examination or necropsy, in animals.
Examples:
Forensic autopsy. Perform an autopsy. The autopsy report revealed that the cause of death was a heart attack.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Peel.
To remove the skin of fruit and vegetables.
Examples:
Peel a fruit. Peel off easily. The storm had peeled all paint off the siding.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Emphasize.
To give or show particular importance to something.
Examples:
Emphasize her words. Emphasize a direct relationship. Use italics or capitals to emphasize a word in a piece of writing.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Forensic.
Relating to the use of scientific methods and techniques to investigate and solve crimes or legal disputes, pertaining to or involved in legal or criminal proceedings, using scientific evidence to support a claim or argument in a court of law or other formal settings.
Examples:
Find forensic evidence. Forensic team. Forensic scientists analyzed the DNA evidence to solve the crime.
Approximately.
Close to a specific number or time, but not exactly that number or time.
Examples:
approximately 3 feet long. Approximately same. This trail takes approximately 2.5 hours.
Undergo.
To go through something unpleasant or that involves a change.
Examples:
Undergo surgery. Undergo a decrease. The train has to undergo rigorous safety checks.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Workflow.
The sequence of industrial, administrative, or other processes through which a piece of work passes from initiation to completion, the system of procedures, people, and resources that contribute to an organization's productivity and efficiency.
Examples:
Streamline workflow. Optimized workflow. Our team needs to reevaluate our workflow to increase efficiency and productivity.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Pathology.
The study of the nature and cause of diseases and disorders, the medical specialty that deals with the diagnosis and treatment of diseases and disorders.
Examples:
Benign pathology. Clinical pathology. The pathology report showed no signs of cancer, giving her family a sense of relief.
Joint.
Shared, held, or made between two or more people. Noun, the point of connection between two bones or elements of a skeleton.
Examples:
A joint venture. The bone of a joint. After the summit meeting, the prime ministers issued a joint statement.
Session.
A formal meeting or series of meetings for the execution of a particular group's functions, a period spent doing a particular activity.
Examples:
The morning session. The court session. Parliament is now in session.
Zoom.
To move along very quickly. Noun, the act of rising upward into the air.
Examples:
Zoom in on a photo. Zoom lens. He zoomed back in time to the soccer game.
Rotate.
To turn around a central point or axis, to move in a circular path around something.
Examples:
Rotate crops. Rotate about the origin. The Earth rotates on its axis once every 24 hours.
Traffic.
The movement of vehicles, people, or goods along a route or through a transport system, the amount of such movement in a particular place or at a particular time.
Examples:
Traffic jam. Heavy traffic. We decided to take a detour to avoid the construction traffic on the main road.
Accident.
An unfortunate event, especially one causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Cause an accident. Injury in a car accident. The accident partially destroyed my vehicle.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, to impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
Without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Stab.
To cause harm with a sharp, pointed object, such as a knife.
Examples:
Stab at the enemy with a knife. Stab in the chest. He was stabbed many times with scissors.
Deposit.
A sum of money or materials placed or kept in a bank, safety deposit box, or other secure places for safekeeping, a layer of rock, sand, or other material left behind by a flowing liquid or eroding force.
Examples:
Deposit money. Deposit accumulation. I made a deposit at the bank to add money to my account.
Eyeball.
The round part of the eye of a vertebrate that is usually inside the head and, therefore, cannot be seen.
Examples:
Eyeball motion. Redness of the eyeball. Increased eyeball pressure leads to the development of glaucoma.
Leak.
To allow liquid or gas to get in or out from a hole or crack in a pipe or container.
Examples:
Leak data. Leak a classified memo. He leaked serious accounting irregularities that only people in the company's executive could know.
Criminal.
A person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
Wanted criminal. Criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Bullet.
A metal projectile that is shot from a gun.
Examples:
Bullet wound. Bullet train. The stray bullet went through the window and hit the wall.
Lodge.
A small country house where people stay when they want to participate in outdoor activities. Verb, officially present a complaint, appeal, claim, etc. to the appropriate authorities.
Examples:
Lodged a complaint against him. A ski lodge. The final decision should be lodged with the chairman.
Spine.
The series of bones running down the center of the back that protect the spinal cord and support the body, the backbone or vertebral column.
Examples:
The spine of a book. A cervical spine injury. She has a minor curved spine due to desk work for many years.
Fragment.
A small piece or part broken off or detached.
Examples:
Fragment of a text. A broken fragment. The archaeologist carefully pieced together the tiny fragments of pottery found at the dig site.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Gesture.
A movement of the hands, head, or face that express a particular meaning.
Examples:
Gesture of goodwill. Hand gesture. She made a facial gesture to express disagreement.
Interface.
Computer science, a program that controls a display for the user and that allows the user to interact with the system. Chemistry, a surface forming a common boundary between two things.
Examples:
Interface between gas and liquid. The user interface. Detergent weakens the surface tension at the interface of two liquids.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Hands-on.
Actively involved, practical, having hands involved in the doing or making of something.
Examples:
Hands-on activity. Take a hands-on approach. The hands-on workshop allowed attendees to work with tools and materials, developing their skills in a hands-on environment.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Educational.
Relating to education or providing knowledge or instruction.
Examples:
Educational system. Elevate educational standards. The museum offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Download.
To transfer data or files from the Internet or computer network to a user's computer or device. Noun. The process of transferring data or information from a remote or central computer to a local computer or device.
Examples:
Download files from the Internet. Download the assignment from the website. I need to download the latest update for my computer's operating system.
Convey.
To express ideas, feelings, etc., so that it is known or understood by other people. To carry something from one place to another.
Examples:
Convey a complex idea. Convey goods by truck. An ironic remark often conveys an intended meaning obliquely.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people. Anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Mechanical.
Operated by a machine, relating to or concerned with machinery or tools.
Examples:
A mechanical style of writing. The influence of mechanical action. A mechanical engineer is still in demand in many companies.
Motor.
A device that converts electricity, fuel, etc. into movement and makes a machine, vehicle, etc. work.
Examples:
A motor mechanic. DC motor control. Energy-efficient motors are needed to maximize the cruising distance of electric vehicles.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Resistance.
The act of defending oneself from an aggressor or refusing to accept something.
Examples:
Resistance movement. Resistance to insulin. The bill to increase the consumption tax had passed despite much resistance from the public.
Slush.
Partially melted snow or ice that is usually lying on the ground and dirty and injustice.
Examples:
ice slush, illicit slush funds. The streets and sidewalks were covered in snow and slush.
Graduate:
A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree.
Examples:
Graduate degree program, honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers.
Haptic:
Of or relating to or involving the sense of touch.
Examples:
Haptic perception, haptic feedback. The player controls the game with a joystick or other haptic device.
Heartbeat:
The regular movement or sound of the heart as it sends blood around the body, an animating or vital unifying force.
Examples:
Heartbeat abnormality, a pounding heartbeat. New York is the commercial heartbeat of America.
Examine:
To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them.
Examples:
Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses.
Valve:
A device for controlling the flow of a fluid or gas through a pipe or duct by means of a movable part that opens, closes, or restricts the opening.
Examples:
Electromagnetic valve, valve control. The valve on the pipeline was leaking, so maintenance had to shut it off to make repairs.
Surgeon:
A doctor who is trained to perform medical operations that involve cutting open a person's body.
Examples:
An excellent brain surgeon, Army surgeon. He is a skilled surgeon that has many years of training and experience.
Surgery:
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery, the professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Neat:
Clean or tidy, with everything in its place.
Examples:
A neat piece of work, neat idea. She has neat habits.
Functional:
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
Field of functional medicine, functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Magnetic:
Having the properties of attracting or repelling certain materials containing iron or steel.
Examples:
Magnetic field. A magnetic tape. The magnetic force of the Earth keeps our planet spinning.
Frequency.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
Frequency band. High frequency. The oscillator hunts for the correct frequency.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Deplete.
To reduce something, especially supplies of energy, money, etc., by a large amount, to use up resources or materials.
Examples:
Deplete customer confidence. Deplete glycogen stores. If we continue to deplete the Earth's natural resources, we will cause severe damage to the environment.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Goggle.
To look at someone or something with amazement, to look stupidly, noun, plural, tight-fitting spectacles that are worn to prevent particulates, water, or chemicals from striking the eyes.
Examples:
Goggle his eyes. Infrared goggles. The software company bought the VR goggles manufacturer.
Freaky.
Strange or unusual in a way that is frightening or unsettling.
Examples:
Freaky accident. Freaky deaky. The freaky clown at the haunted house scared the children.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
Cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Backward.
At, to, or toward the direction or place that is behind or rear.
Examples:
Walk backward. Backward angle. She falls over backward when she sees her mother-in-law.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Instruction.
Detailed direction, order, etc., on how to do or use something.
Examples:
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Volume.
The amount of space occupied by an object or substance, the magnitude of sound.
Examples:
Volume of work. High volume. This container has a volume of 10 cubic meters.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Sedate.
Calm, tranquil, and composed, often as a result of being under the influence of a sedative or tranquilizer, unhurried, deliberate, and without excessive movement or activity.
Examples:
Sedate atmosphere. Sedate patient. The sedate environment of the library was perfect for studying.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
a straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Experiment:
the scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Anatomy:
the scientific study that deals with the physical structure of humans, animals, or plants.
Examples:
animal anatomy. Anatomy of a country's collapse. The professor explained the anatomy of the nervous system.
Veterinarian:
formal for a vet, a medical professional who specializes in the care and treatment of animals, especially those that are domesticated or kept as pets.
Examples:
veterinarian clinic. Experienced veterinarian. I took my pet to the veterinarian for a routine checkup.
Cuddle:
to hold close and lovingly in one's arms, often for comfort or affection, to snuggle or nestle against someone or something.
Examples:
cuddle buddy. Cuddle up with a book. I love to cuddle with my dog on the couch after a long day.
Software:
a set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Talented:
having a natural ability or aptitude for something, showing exceptional skill or ability in a particular area.
Examples:
a very talented actor. Talented athlete. She is a talented musician, able to play several instruments.
Motto:
a phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
the motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Hire:
to give somebody a job.
Examples:
hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.